I've been invited to come to speak about an issue we have in the Poole Harbour catchment. The Poole Harbour in Dorset, a lot of farms have rivers running through them, the water runs to the harbour, and we're involved with a nitrate scheme imposed on us by the Environmental Agency, and I've been asked to come and speak at that this afternoon with Alex.
So I'm going to talk about the evolution of why we've got the issue we've got, and some of the challenges that have come externally, asking DEFRA to particularly take action against farmers, but not just farmers, water companies and others who are adding nitrates to the system. And then we're going to talk about a voluntary initiative that we came up with, trying to get farmers to sign up to a scheme where they can hopefully trade surplus nitrates, reduce the amount of nitrates that's leaching into the watercourses, and ultimately everyone hopefully becomes a winner.
It is working already. We've been doing it. The problem we have is with the recording tool, the computer tool, is not up to date enough and it's not accurate in its workings out behind the scenes. It's too restrictive for what farming practices are now, so it needs major investment to bring the computer tool up to date with what we're doing. But the little bit of trading we did last year works, and it shows we can do it. But it's work in progress. The scheme we're on, we've got an allowance, a limit factor, and so anybody below the limit can then trade against somebody that's higher. That's how we would do it, and then there'd be a cost implication to it, so the person who's decided to go very low in production and have low N can then make some money to help offset what their loss of income, if you like. So, and the person, if they don't want to change the system, want to carry on high input and high output and leaching of N, then they can buy if they want to, if the cost is justifiable.
We've had over 200 farmers have signed up to be part of the scheme. And they've all adopted measures that the nitrate leaching tool encourages them to do, and we found that sort of slightly surprisingly that actually really early on, because of those steps that farmers were taking, they're already reducing the amount of nitrates leaching into the water in a way that far exceeds what the Environment Agency or even us managing the task on the ground were expecting. It is a test area, and we're actually trying to put the brakes on a little bit to make sure we get it right before it goes any further. But we're finding, so neighbouring catchments are being asked to complete the nitrate leaching tool. It's also being discussed in catchments like the River Wye and other areas of the country where there's a lot of nitrogen. And we just want to make sure we get it right before it goes out. The farmers have taken the plunge in this area, and they've been willing to test the system out, and they don't want to see it go any further because it makes all of us look bad if it goes wrong. But equally, there's a lot of lessons that can be learned.